thing is, you know, taught me how to dance like that? Nikki, where's Nikki? Where's Nikki? Nikki, stand up. There you, come on, stand up, Nikki. There you go. You guys might not know this about Nikki, but I'm telling you, he can move. He's smooth. He could jitterbug back in the day, but he can still cut a rug too. He can do it. Maybe he'll do it later. Hey, it's great to be back here in Houston. I always love to come out and see everybody. Everybody has an individual laugh that they do. And you guys have seen some of the laughs. You've seen over here. Okay? You have a couple different laughs. Here, first you have the hyena laugh. You'll see it around you. That's the hyena laugh. I see some people over here with that. Then, you've got some other people that have the horse teeth laugh. All right, you're seeing it. Yep, that's right. Now, there are yet other people, now this always cracks me up. There are other people that have the silent laugh. It's like they're laughing but nothing's coming out. And this is a tribute to God and His creation. And I'm kind of partial towards this because New York, we've got some beautiful young ladies in New York, but I have to hand it to you. You got some beautiful young ladies here in Texas, in Houston. Let's give it up. Oh yeah. I know that there's some beautiful young ladies. There are some beautiful young ladies here tonight. And you know what? We give all the glory to God. But I want to reveal something to you. You may not know something. I want to share something with you tonight. That those of you may not know, but it's biblical of what happened, of how woman was created. Did you know this? You may not know this. This is from the Book of Menakiah. The Book of Menakiah, okay? This is right after Genesis. Menakiah, this is when God was speaking directly to Adam. Let me read it for you. The Menakiah 1:1. And God saw Adam was hungry and lonely. After feeding him a meal of chicken and barbecue ribs, God allowed Adam to take a nap. Verse 2, while Adam was still napping, God took one of his ribs because Adam knew that Adam loved that the most, so he took a rib. Menakiah 1:5. And God looked into the future and saw Boston. Maybe I'll make her intellectual. But God saw Boston women, and he said, no, Boston women are homely. But he decided to keep her brain. Menakiah 1:6. Then God went to New York, and he created a dark-haired, blondish, brown, reddish, fair, creamy, olive-skinned, alpha-hydroxy, clean-complexioned woman. But the New York woman was too pushy, and she had a foul mouth. So God started all over again, but he kept her independence. Then God went down to Alabama. He said, maybe I'll name her Susanna, for he wanted Adam to have a sweet home and a banjo on his knee. But God thought, no, that's nice and all, but Adam won't be able to understand a word she says. So he started all over again, but he kept her sweetness. Then God thought about Texas. All right, now let's skip forward. Let's skip forward to chapter 7. Chapter 7, Menakiah 7:1. Then God considered his creation woman. She's intellectual, she's independent, she's sweet, but that's still not enough. Verse 2. And it was the 11th hour. Now we know from the original Greek, Hebrew, Latin hooked on phonics translation that the 11th hour means late. So now, guys, you know why women are always late, because they were created that way. All right, Menakiah 7:3. And God, while Adam was still asleep napping diligently, during the 11th hour, he foresaw Texas. I'll make woman a belle, beautiful. Her beauty radiated both inwardly and outwardly, for she was not from North Dakota. Menakiah 7:4. She was well proportioned. Her hairstyle was big. Her figure was pleasing to Adam, and she complimented Adam in every way, but most of all, she loved sports. Menakiah, verse 6. And God said, this is good. He began to name her by this time, and God was getting tired. By this time, God was getting very tired. Now, the original text says, Woman wore him out. Now, God pondered. He pondered, what shall I name her? He thought, maybe I'll name her Abby, for he considered her very dear. Then he thought, maybe I'll name her Betty, because that's exactly what she was. God thought of calling her Carol, because she was music to his ears. And then he thought, well, maybe I'll call her Dawn, since he started creating her in the morning. Menakiah 7:7, here it is. Then, near the midnight hour, when darkness had fallen on the firmament, and no light was left in the sky, God said, I'll call her Eve, for she'll please Adam at night. And God woke up Adam. She showed her to him, and the Book of Menakiah says he delighted in her, for Adam was no longer lonely. Then they both rose up together with God, Adam and Eve. They had fellowship. Then they went to God's skybox and they watched the Angels win the World Series. So now you know the true story. Now you know the true story.